very warm welcome to Anita Pickerdon from Anita Pickerdon Associates.
I did some research over the last few years and I was looking at the work-life balance issues for older workers. And of course, older workers have a lot more issues than just work-life balance. And what I found was that a lot of the older workers are not understood by their younger colleagues. Sometimes they're sidelined for the more interesting projects. And that means that they're not being well used, they get a bit bored, they lose motivation, and of course then they're not very productive. So thinking about how to communicate, how to re-engage older workers so that you do make them more productive, but also about how to help younger managers to understand what motivates their older team members so that they can get the best out of them. I started to look at the generational differences, and we have within the workplace a number of different generations. We've got people who will put duty before pleasure, who are very dedicated. Baby boomers, as you're aware, of course, these are the workaholic generation. And if you're a baby boomer, you probably recognise that. Generation X, a smaller group, very individualistic, very independent, very resourceful, very self-sufficient. Generation Y, they're our 30-somethings, our 20 to 30s. They're very confident, they've got high self-esteem, and what's coming through is often called Generation C, the connected generation. And these are the young people who will be just starting to enter the workplace, and boy, it's going to be interesting when they start getting into management. Now, when it came to Gen Y, I looked through on Google the celebrities that are Generation Y, and I didn't recognise any of them. So the interesting thing about having all of these different generations in an organisation is, of course, that it can be very exciting. Having done my research on a very large organisation, it occurred to me that what I did need to do was to come up with some solutions. And part of that is about actually dealing with the communication issues, about understanding how to communicate with different people. So what I came up with was a programme that I called Ways Forward for Older Workers. And it starts with a discussion with HR and training managers to begin with, to find out exactly what your organisation's needs are. And if it's a large organisation, sometimes it's according to the locality, because people in one area might have very different issues from another. So the programme will be tailored towards the organisation's needs. So if you're interested in getting the best out of your older workers, then come and have a chat to me.